your quiet cuisine and also be revealed. Oh, Lulu! Oh, Lulu! Oh, bonjour! You can't really take your tongue out without going into a bit of a giggle. So maybe you should try that. If you're feeling a bit down, stick your tongue out. You'll soon be laughing. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're doing a very deep episode. Because basically, darling, I think we live a very external life. To be honest, we do. We're very aware of other people and whatnot. And so I often think, yes, okay, fine enough when you're hanging out with your guru, chanting your ohms, you can get quite internal. But I think bring the internal into your everyday life. So now I am going to do the rhubarb and the stewed rhubarb and cinnamon and sugar episode. Darling, and I'm going to do it with my eyes closed. Because when you close your eyes, you shut out the external entirely and you get a little bit more into your actual, how you're feeling today. At this moment, because our heads can race so many million miles an hour. You know, you're looking at billboard posters, dogs and whatnot. So try and shut all that out, close your, and give yourself a little internal conversation. Oh, Tallulah, how are you feeling today? Not bad actually. Yeah, quite good balance on both feet. I mean, to be honest, darling, most times we are a little unbalanced, and it starts with the feet. I often think of your foundation and build yourself up from there. So anyway, once you've chopped your rhubarb, please try to do this gently if you've got a knife. Obviously you need a knife because otherwise you're not, being able to chop. I'm feeling a little flustered today. I think it must be all this internal thought. Then you get the ground cinnamon, you put the cinnamon in. All right, now listen, if you are having trouble sleeping, and occasionally I do, to be frank, occasionally I find it tricky, I would be using nutmeg, not cinnamon. Because he's from Argentina. We would use nutmeg because nutmeg basically stops you having nightmares. I know all about that. Not that I've had nightmares, but I know about the Incans, and well, Diego probably knows about that too. You know, they're all from South America. Then we put probably accuse me of being racist now, but he doesn't understand the word racist. Brown sugar, because you're not meant to have anything white. You know, the white stuff is out. That's what they're telling us, and I adhere to what I'm being told. Yeah. So there we go. Love and nice stewed rhubarb feathers. Tallulah, from my inner self to yours.
That is pretty funny. That's pretty one of the funniest ones. Pretty funny.
One of the funniest ones. I don't know whether that's because you've got flip-flops, you can't understand your inner life, but basically I was getting into my inner life there, darling. I don't really see what's so funny about that.
I know, well, non-talking mimes are trending.
Non-talking mimes are trending?
Yeah.
Darling, we're not all about what's trending. I shoot so far from the concept of the show. Look at the word Chanel on that bag.
Yeah.
Do Chanel would have some cheap mime from Burbank just because trending figures need... I'm about Paris.
Okay.
I'm about fashion. Look at this, I've had to wear the same costume twice in a row because budget cuts. I mean, there's one thing having a dead basil plant, but it's quite another thing. I've got super fans, people that follow me for my clothes, darling. I know about business. I'm trying to bring glamour into a kitchen. You've totally misunderstood. I'm about the Champs-Élysées, darling.
All right, yeah.
And I don't know what you want to do.
it.
Yes, take it. Yes, thanks. It's running off with our antiques. That's an antique, that is. That's not something you can get from IKEA. Darling, please just have a little think. Google Paris when you get home. Look at the gargoyles or whatever, but look at the French style. That's what I'm about. I'm about feathers. feathers and French jam jars.
Alright, next week.
Yeah, alright darling, thanks. And I won't be wearing this berry again, it's slipping off my head.
Yeah.